Yarny friends, I'm Sara Sach, and welcome to Friday Fun Day with Sara. Now today I've got a really fun and simple project. Today we're going to make a Chicky and a bunny magnet. And these look different because they're bunny and chick butts. So what we did is we made these a few years ago, and I thought it would be super fun to make them again. And I pinned them on this board. You don't have to block them. I pinned them on here just to make it a little bit easier for you to see them. You can make them out of your leftover scraps. Today we're going to make a pink bunny and a white chick, so it's going to be a little bit different than what we did before. They're super fun, super easy, and you're really going to have fun with these. They make fun little appliques. You can put the magnet on the back and put them on your refrigerator. They also make fun little place markers, and the kids really love these, and the grown-ups do too. And it's also a good time to just laugh and have just a little bit of fun and make something just a little bit silly. All right, so let's see what we need to make a chicken and a bunny butt. To make a bunny butt or a chicken butt, as my granddaughter says, guess what? Chicken butt. Sometimes we just need to be a little bit silly. So you're just going to need some of your leftover yarns. You can use any medium weight number 4 yarn. It can be a solid, it can be cotton, acrylic, just whatever you have left over on hand. You're going to need just a tiny bit for the bottom of the chicken, and I'm using pink. Today we're going to make a darker pink bunny, and we're going to make a white chicken. And so you'll need just a tiny bit of orange for the little chicken feet, but just get in your yarn stash and you can make them in any colors that you want to. Now if you want to make it a magnet, what I do is I just buy these strips from the Dollar Tree. For $1 you can get this huge piece, and it's just magnetic strip. And then I cut them in long strips, and then I cut them in squares like this. And then I hot glue, or I use my E6000 and glue that on the back. And of course, I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of the video. Now you're going to need an H hook, which is a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You need a needle for weaving in ends and a pair of scissors. Now, like I said, I have these on a blocking board. You don't have to. I just have them on there just to make it easier for you to see. But if you want to block them, you can just spritz them with a little bit of water, pin them on so they lay nice and flat. It's up to you. So the bunny and the chicky body is made the same. We're going to start in the center and make the little pink circle, and then 2 rows for the body of the bunny, or 2 rows for the body of the chick. So I've got my pink yarn. I'm going to make my slip knot and chain 2. 1 and 2. Now in the second chain from the hook, we're going to stitch 8 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, get that tail of yarn out of the way there, 7 and 8 single crochets. We're going to join to this first single crochet with a slip stitch. And now that's row 1. We're going to cut off our color 1, and we'll bring in our color 2. And I'm using this little bit darker pink for the bunny. And then chain 1. And I'm snugging everything down. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch 2 half double crochets in each of those single crochets. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 2 in the last make it 15 and 16 half double crochets. We're going to join to that first half double crochet, not the chain 1. The chain 1 just gets us up where we need to be. It does not count as a stitch. All right, let me pull that pink one back down. There we go. And chain 1. So now for row 2, we have 16 half double crochets. Now for row 3, we've joined and chained 1. We're going to stitch 1 half double crochet in the first half double crochet and 2 half double crochets in the next. And we'll repeat this all the way around. 1 half double crochet in the next and 2 half double crochets in the next. 1 and 2. 1 and then 1 and 2. I call this doing 1 and 2 because 1 in the first, 2 in the next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, 1 and 2 all the way around, and then we'll join back to our first half double crochet. I stitched 1 and 2 all the way around, so I have 24 half double crochets. I'm going to join to the first half double crochet with a slip stitch. Now this is going to be my bunny. I wanted to show you, I already have one ready to go for my chick because I'm making a white chick. I've already tidied it up and woven in the ends, but I wanted you to see that they're both made the same, whether you're making a bunny or a chickie. All right, so before we tidy up the inside there, we're going to go ahead and make the bunny ears. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now we're going to go back to that half double crochet and stitch a slip stitch and then chain 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we'll go right in that same stitch and stitch another slip stitch. So now we have 2 bunny ears. We'll go ahead and turn this over and cut that yarn and tie this off. And now at this point we're going to go ahead and take our needle and weave in all these ends. But there's your bunny ears. We'll turn it over and we'll take our needle and weave in all these ends and tidy up our bunny. And again, you're going to want to make sure you go through stitches and fibers of the yarn, because I have a feeling, even though this is a magnet, it's probably going to get played with quite a bit. So make sure you weave those ends in nice and secure. The other thing I wanted to mention is at the center of your bunny bottom, you want to make sure you close that up nice and neat. We'll just go around that circle of that light pink. There we go. Just close that up nice and neat. And I usually go down and then go back around the other way. All right, so I'll go ahead and tidy up these 2, and then I'm going to show you how to put the top of the chicken on, and then we'll do their little feet. Now the top of the little chick's head is the same as the bunny, only we're going to do 6 chains instead of 9, and we're going to make 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll slip stitch in that same stitch and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip stitch in the same stitch and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. and slip stitch one more time in that same stitch, and then we'll cut our yarn. Tie that off, and see, now we have that cute little tuft, I guess is what you call it, on the top of our chick's head. And you'll notice you might have a hole right here. So what we'll do is we'll turn this over. We'll thread that needle on, and we'll go right around that edge. And see how I'm going through that? We're just going to close up that little hole. We don't want that there. It doesn't look cute. And then we'll just weave the rest in. And again, weave it in good because this one's going to get played with. All right. So now we have the top of our chick's head and our bunny's ears. Now I like to kind of tilt the bunny ears a little bit sideways, and then we'll put the feet down here. We're going to do the bunny feet, and then we'll do the chick feet. All right, so now we're going to add the little bunny feet to our bunny. So we're going to start over here on this side and count down 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll join our yarn in on that 12th stitch. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to slip stitch in that same stitch. We're going to slip stitch in the next 3, 1, 2, 3, and then chain 3 and slip stitch in that same stitch. We'll cut our yarn. And we'll tie those off and weave those into the back. But I wanted you to see, here's his little bunny feet and the little bunny ears. Isn't that cute? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my needle and weave these in, and then I'll show you how to add the chick feet. So the chick feet is similar, only we're not going to have his little tuft to the side like we have the bunny ears over to the side. We want them to be centered. So we're going to count down 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do the same thing. Bring in our yarn, chain 3, slip stitch in that same stitch. Then we're going to slip stitch in the next, but only one time, and then make our next little foot. Chain 3. That way his little feet are centered on the bottom and they're closer together. And then again, we'll just weave this in. There's his cute little orange feet. And I'll just tie the, I've already tied it off, and I'll just weave this in. And then we'll add those magnets to the back, and they'll be ready for whatever we want to use them for. I've already glued on this one, and I just took that piece and cut squares out. I took my E6000. You can also use hot glue, which is fine. I just like to use this one. I've got the glue on my piece of magnet, and I'm just going to glue it right on the back. Now I have 2 bunnies and 2 chicky butts to put on my refrigerator or give to my grandkids or just play with. And they all have magnets on the back so I can stick them on my refrigerator and hold up the artwork that I'm sure I'm going to get for Easter. Aren't those just the funniest things? I stuck them on this board so you could see all 4 of them, my 2 bunny butts and 2 chicken butts that are going to be gracing my refrigerator, whether it's Easter or not. And I know some people don't care for them, and that's okay. What I'm trying to do today is just have a little silliness in a world that's pretty heavy right now, okay? So have a little fun, make some silly chicken butts, and remember, it's okay to laugh a little bit and have some fun. I'll see you next week for Friday Fun Day with Sara.